If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. A Team of the Week prediction time. A bit difficult, seeing as how there's no football to actually predict. However, I'm going to try my best to predict the Team of the Week moments card. So the way that they did it last week was they chose, I think it was Team of the Week 28 from FIFA 18, and they literally just picked the cards that were still available in game and upgraded them based on their FIFA 20 rating, which I think is the wrong way to go about it, and I'll talk about that during the video. But what I'm going to do is go back and find a Team of the Week 29 that sort of makes more sense than anything else, and first player in that is going to be this guy from Norway. Absolutely no idea how to say this guy's name. Not a very good card. In fact, the first sort of 5 cards are just not very good at all. They are still in the game. There are a couple who aren't from this particular Team of the Week. First being an Aberdeen left back, Considine. He's not in the game, and there are a few others as well. Torres, they're a Mexican striker, not looking particularly great either, unfortunately. ULMER, very well-rounded left back, but again, unfortunately, not a great card. A couple of other players to mention that aren't in the game, of course. Giuseppe Rossi, he retired, or at least he's not in the game anymore. Diego Alves is not in the game anymore either, as well as Felipe Luis. Kashiwagi up next, Japanese centre mid. Again, not particularly great. This is Team of the Week 29, by the way, from FIFA 17. But as we go through the list here with MACLAREN, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you cards from other Team of the Weeks that they could include, or potentially even a full Team of the Week that they could include, and we're going to go and have a look through a select Team of the Weeks to see which one would have been the best one for them to choose. Ionita, maybe, probably not. Not a bad card, actually. This is the first sort of semi-decent card. Okay passing, but good physical, decent defending. Bear in mind he's an 80 rated card. Scott Sinclair up next with a striker. Now, we don't often get many SPFL players, so this would be a way for them to get another one in there. Sinclair would be a position change. I think he's a left wing in FIFA 20. Was a striker back in FIFA 17, which is where this Team of the Week is from. Ziyech, who was an 86 back then, now an 88. Could potentially be one of the cards, relatively high rated. A lot of people would welcome that, given the cards being used in Icon SPCs. You do need relatively high informs. Now, this is one card that sort of I came up with an idea. It's quite an obvious idea, but Benteke is 80 rated, or would be 80 rated in this FIFA. He was 87 rated back in FIFA 17. I reckon they should give him an 87 rated card. Costile was 84 back then. He's now 85. Potentially, in my opinion, he should go to an 86. What I'm trying to say here is, if the upgrade path from FIFA 17 is higher than the upgrade path from FIFA 20, I believe they should take that. So DeMarcos back in FIFA 17 was 84 rated. Therefore, this card, in my opinion, should go to an 86 rated card. That would give Team of the Week a much needed lift. The cards would all be usable. So Mustafi, for instance, in this FIFA doesn't have a special card, is 79 rated. In FIFA 17 he's 85 rated. He actually had a very good card. I remember packing that first owner as well. He would then be 86 rated now in FIFA 20. I hope you guys are following. That would just make so much sense. Delaney, back in FIFA 17, unfortunately, was only an 81 rated card. However, he's got a much better card now, and of course with a headliner as well. I would not be surprised to see him feature in Team of the Week. It would make an awful lot of sense. The next card is another example of why EA should do the upgrade system based on FIFA 17, not necessarily 20. HAMŠÍK, of course, this FIFA is 84 rated, so he would go to an 86, but back in FIFA 17 he was 88 rated, so they could give him an 89 rated Team of the Week moments card. Happy days, everyone's a winner. Coutinho, last FIFA, or FIFA 17, sorry, he was 88 rated when he played for Liverpool, but he's already got a higher rated card, so he would follow the FIFA 20 upgrade path. And of course, he has a ones to watch card, so there we go. That would make, that's going to make a lot of people happy, I'm sure. This next card would be brilliant for Liverpool fans and anyone who has a Premier League team. So in this FIFA, FIFA 20, Naby Keita goes from, what is he, an 82 to an 84? But back in FIFA 17, he was an 87 rated card. So theoretically, they could give him an 88 rated card. It would mean a lot of boosted cards, right? It really would. But no one is going to complain. Same with Isco. Isco goes from an 85 85, 86, I think he's 86. Go from an 86 to an 87 in FIFA 20, but back in FIFA 17 he was 89 rated, so they could potentially boost him to 90. Now this is my system and the way that I would personally do it if I was EA, but the way that EA are going to do it, obviously, is going to be this way. So an 81 rated Gomez card, whereas he could have an 86. You know, it's a little bit frustrating. The only other card left from this week's, from Team of the Week 29 in FIFA 17 is Robert Lewandowski, who ironically would actually be 96 rated if you followed this path and the FIFA 17 path. So they're going to get that one right regardless. But that would be all the cards you get. However, what they could do is to make up the numbers of the players that missed out. They could go through previous FIFAs as well, so FIFA 18, 19, and maybe even 16, and go and pick out some of the cards from Team of the Week 29. So CUADRADO, for example, I can't quite remember which FIFA he had. It was FIFA 18. He had himself a right mid, and then there's Luis Alberto, who I think you have to go back to FIFA 19 for. Where is Luis Alberto? Maybe it is 18. It is 18. So back in FIFA 18, Team of the Week 29, Luis Alberto had an inform, so they could give him that. They basically just go around and pick out the best cards. FIFA 19, so last year, Thomas Partey had himself an 86 rated inform. They could give him an inform from that Team of the Week. So what I'm trying to say is, they use maybe a base Team of the Week, so the FIFA 17, and then they introduce higher rated cards just to juice it up a little bit to get people more engaged and excited. Marquinhos last year, 88 rated card. Now, of course, in this FIFA, he's already an 88 rated card as well, so he could go to an 89 rated centre back. That would go into a lot of people's teams. And Didi, last year, at this time last year, had an 83 rated card, but following this upgrade path for FIFA 20. We could potentially see an 87 rated. And finally, on the cards that I've created, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This would be from FIFA 18's Team of the Week 29, and he would have been 90 rated then. Upgrade path would have taken him to 91. Ironically, it's the same upgrade path as FIFA 20, so there we have it. There is actually one more card worth mentioning. He did have himself a winter refresh card, but Zlatan Ibrahimovic was actually in Team of the Week 29 in FIFA 18. He was 89 rated. However, I think he's already got a 90 rated card in this FIFA, so just bump him up to 91, throw him in there, why not? Now, I'm not that bothered by that anyway. Even if they do give him that card, I probably won't be that excited to go out and use him, but it's something that they could do, just throwing it out there. Now, what I'd like to do now is go through some of the Team of the Weeks with you. So, in the background, what I'll do is this is the Team of the Week that I based that whole prediction video on, right? So, last week, we had FIFA 18's Team of the Week 28. And if you don't believe me, because you are very skeptical, and I don't blame you, let's go down. So, here is Team of the Week 28. If I can just click it. So, Team of the Week 28, there we go. Does that look familiar? Now, the annoying thing about this is if they followed my upgrade path, I say my upgrade path, I know other people have probably thought of this, but if they followed my upgrade path, for example, Arnautovic, right? In game, he's 86 rated right now. His Team of the Week Moments card is 86 rated. What they could have done is said, look, that card isn't as high rated as this one is. So what we'll do is we'll give him an 88 rated inform because it's following this upgrade path of this card. If the FIFA 20 card is higher, we go with the FIFA 20. Basically, we just follow whichever one is the highest. So, for example, this Team of the Week would have been insanely good because Miranda would have been an 88 rated. We would have had Schmeichel at 87. Alaba would have been 88. Quaresma would have been 88. Still not as good as his flashback, I might add. Iniesta would have been 90, which I think is the same as his flashback. Bale would have been 92, which would have been insane. Jesse Lingard would have been 86, which is 2 overall better than his current card. Going down into the subs, Kolasinac, currently an 82 rated card in FIFA 20, would have been an 86 and a much more usable card. I'm not saying he would have been usable, but a much more usable card. Bradley Wright-Phillips, 83. It just makes so much sense that they would have done what I'm saying. Not that I know everything, right? But I just feel like if they'd done that, James would have been an 89 and therefore slightly more usable. And just every card would have been more usable. You know, like even Bale in this FIFA, he's 86 rated now. He's decent, but he's nothing special. Had he been a 92, that card would have been millions of coins and everyone would have wanted him. People would have ploughed money into packs. or rinsed League SBC method, played Weekend League to try and get a red pick, and everyone would have had something here. You know, an 88 rated left back Alaba all of a sudden becomes this really desirable card. And you've got an 88 rated Miranda, who normally no one would look at, but now has a very nice value to him because of either SBCs, or B, you could potentially even use him. So that would have been so much better. Now, that's the team of the week I've based my prediction off. Now, like I said, if they follow the upgrade path of the previous FIFA, which in my opinion they definitely should do, Gomez would be 86 rated team of the week moments this year. Naby Keita would go to an 88. DeMarcos would be an 86. Mustafi's an 86. HAMŠÍK 89. There isn't really anything game breaking there. You know, an 88 rated Naby Keita isn't all of a sudden going to make everyone drop their Kante or drop their icons and go and use an 88 Naby Keita. But even if that was the case, who cares? You know, we're in such a state in the world right now that there's no football. It doesn't look like football's going to return for bare minimum 5 weeks, if not even longer. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if football didn't make a comeback to the end of June, beginning of July. And it could even go beyond that, you know. So without this lack of, with this massive lack of football, there's obviously going to be a lack of promos, and people need things to keep them busy. Why not just release mega cards? Why not just go, right, okay, that's just not write the FIFA off, but let's just go mad. There's not going to be any more esports competitions this season. That's a given. So we might as well just start ploughing the market with whatever we want. Let's have some fun with it. They won't do it. I know they won't do it, but it would be amazing to see it. Other potential team of the weeks. This is from FIFA 18. I would be surprised to see yet another FIFA 18. It also didn't make sense to me because Ibra was there. Ibra for me, even though I've included him in the video, I don't really see it happening. Perisic, he already has a objective card, so to me that didn't really make an awful lot of sense. Dele Alli has a few special cards as well, so again that didn't make an awful lot of sense to me. There are a couple of cards here that just aren't in the game anymore, so there's going to be even less to choose from. I don't know, that's a potential, but I just don't really see it happening. The other one, of course, is last year's FIFA. Now, I really hope they don't go with this, because that would be a dead team of the week. The highest rated card there would be Marquinhos. Robertson would be decent. Thomas Partey would be okay, yeah, not bad. And Milinkovic-Savic would be okay in terms of rating, but everyone else there is going to be dead. I mean, none of those, not even the ones I've mentioned actually, would be expensive. None of them would be expensive. So team of the week 29 from FIFA 17 was the one that had the most sort of semi-high rated cards and the best looking ones. I just hope that they follow that upgrade path of that FIFA, not our FIFA. But remains to be seen whether they're going to change their format. If they don't change the format, I mean, like we needed proof, but it just goes to show that they just do not listen to anything we say, because I've not seen one tweet, one person that I've spoken to say, I like those Team of the Week Moments cards. They're a good idea. I hope they continue exactly the same way that they have been. People don't want something for... Well, a lot of people do, but realists don't want something for nothing. All we want is cards that we can actually use in-game. Give them this upgrade path, not in the current game, and we're laughing. Don't care if you use the same Team of the Week. Just a side note as well. In the pitch notes that said about this Team of the Week Moments idea, it did say from any point onwards in March, so they might not follow Team of the Week 29. They might just pluck Team of the Week 37 out of the air and give us that. It's going to be far too difficult to predict if that's the case going forward. I might just throw out a speculative video next week. We'll have to wait and see though. Let me know if there's any cards from that particular Team of the Week that float your boat. If you have enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.